Hi everyone, it's me Jen from EmJustLikeYou, and today I have a collection review on the new Hourglass Luminous Light blushes. Yes, these are blushes. I'm so excited to share with you guys my thoughts on it as well as swatches. I know you guys are actually probably wanting to find out which color you're wanting to try, or if you even want to try these. So I know that it's a little bit hard to shop online, as well as you don't know what you're looking for, especially if they're sold out and you're trying to hunt it down. So hopefully this video with the swatches and my input on each of the blush will help you. Last year, Hourglass came out with these, which are the ambient lighting powders, and it comes in a packaging just like this. And what it is just this gorgeous concept of playing with lights, different types of lights, either dimming lights, candle light, luminous light, just playing with these different types of particles of glitter and sparkles that can really make your face look glowy and radiant. So this was a big hit last year just because it definitely did the work. It really did a great job in creating that different lighting effect, especially without using lighting effect. So whenever you're in a movie or you're in a picture, you can use Photoshop, you can use different lighting to make your dimensions look better and your skin looking flawless, but without all the technology is in these. So definitely I think they were a great hit. So when I saw that Hourglass was coming out with blushes that are in the same concept, I literally was jumping up and down and I was like, I have to get all of them. They actually come with 6 different blushes. I only got 5, one of them was sold out, but I hope that you can still get the concept. So these are kind of like a marble texture that is embedded between a color and the original luminous light powders. So for example, the one that I have here is Luminous Light, which is a gorgeous highlighting one, a very popular one among all of the Hourglass. They also have a Luminous Flush blush that correlate with the Luminous Light, okay? So the Luminous Flush has the Luminous Light mixed in with the blush, so it looks like this. And this one has really great warm pink undertones to the blush, and the luminous part of it obviously is great. Now, with all the collection, I find the consistency and the wear is a little bit different. It's not very consistent. So this one, I find that it did make my skin look a lot glowier just because there is that pinkness to it. My skin tone is a little bit more neutral with a little bit of a yellow warm base to it. My friend, on the other hand, that I tried this on as well, she's a lot warmer skin tone, even though she can wear some of the similar foundation colors as me. It really appeared a little bit more of a pink coral on her. Now for the texture of the luminous light that's in this Luminous Flush blush, I did notice that it didn't show up as much. So in different lighting, I didn't see that glow that I usually would see in the luminous light. So when I use the luminous light on top of my cheekbones and then use this as a blush, I did notice that the luminous light showed a little bit better rather than the blush. So if you are wanting or expecting the luminous light to actually look like that with the blush, it doesn't. So that is a little bit of a disappointment, but the color is gorgeous. I did find that it is very gorgeous for those who have any sorts of undertones from neutrals to warm and cool. But what I did notice that the blending of it didn't blend as well, just because I do think that of the shimmers that are in the particle, I didn't find that it blended very well on the cheeks and it was a little bit blotchy. Alright, so the next one is Dim Infusion. Now I love Dim Light, which is one of the original ambient lighting powders. I love that one just because it really blurs away all the imperfections on my face, especially when I take a photo or in different lighting, my skin looks like it has been photoshopped. So I love that one. Now for the blush, it also has that same concept, but I honestly do not see the dim light within this one. It seems like there's more of a luminous light marbled into this coral blush. Now this coral blush has a lot of orange compared to a coral that has a pink in it. This one showed up really gorgeously and I think it blended really well, but I do find that it's a pretty big disappointment when the dim effect was not in the blush, but they named it Dim Infusion, which is a misinterpretation, I guess, for a lot of consumers. But I do find that this one blends beautifully, and I think it's a gorgeous color. Definitely a color that I'm going to reach for a lot for the summertime, just because it's such a nice warm color. Now, I do find that this one would not look as good on those who have dark skin tone. It will probably look a little ashy just because of that marbled effect. But I do find that because of that marbling effect, it doesn't make the blush color look bam. The pigment is still there, but it's really blendable compared to the luminous flush that I spoke about prior. Alright, so the next one is Diffused Heat. I love Diffuse from the original collection, and I do notice that the Diffuse Luminous Light Ambient Powder is marbled in with this blush in particular. Now this one, I was a little bit afraid because it looks so rosy that it's a little bit too pigmented, but on the cheeks it looks gorgeous. Now I think this one will look gorgeous on those who have dark skin tones. My friend has, again, warmer skin tones compared to me, and this one looks gorgeous on her. Now if you are not a blush person, you'll probably look at this color and you'll probably think, ugh, that's kind of too intense for me. But just let me reassure you that with this diffuse lighting powder that is diffused in this blush, it really makes the color look gorgeous, and it's very workable. It's a very different blush compared to all the other colors that are out there right now. Alright, so the next color is my absolute favorite, and it is Mood Exposure. Alright, so when I first looked at it, I was like, okay, this looks plummy. This probably is not going to look great on me. But I'm wearing it right now. I think this is such a gorgeous color. The reason why I think it's a gorgeous color is because it's a very wearable color that is natural for the office, for every day. It isn't too bam in your face, not too trendy. It's a great, great color. I also think that the reason why it works so great is because it's such a beautifully blended texture that when you apply it, you don't really need that much effort to get it into the skin or blend it out. The pigment is perfect. I absolutely love this one. I recommend it to everyone, if you're a blush person or not, or if you have 1,000 blushes already. I still think this one is a great one to invest in, just because the texture is nothing you can really compare to. Especially in different lighting, I noticed that my skin looks just really gorgeous with the color, and this color looks different on everyone. That's what makes it a little bit different as well. So definitely check that one out. Alright, so the last color that I have is the only color that I was really looking forward to when I saw it online, and it is the Radiant Magenta. The original Radiant lighting powder, in my opinion, had a little bit more of a warm tone to it, where it kind of looks bronze on those who have fair skin. Now, with that said, in the magenta, Radiant Magenta, you can definitely see that. It gives you a little bit more of a golden touch to it. It's a little bit more warmer. If you have cool skin tone, you're probably asking, can I wear it? I think so. Because of the magenta, it is a cool tone base type of blush color. It really contrasts with that beautiful radiant powder that is marbled in the blush. That really makes it look gorgeous. The only thing I must say is that this one is very, very pigmented, so you definitely need to watch it when you're applying it, just because it might be a little bit too much. Definitely, I think this is a gorgeous color when you don't wear that much makeup. You have perfect just foundation on, and then you apply this on the apples of your cheeks. I think that's such a gorgeous, trendy look. Definitely one of my absolute favorites as well, but not as much as the Mood Exposure one. But I do think this is one that I think a lot of you guys are gonna love. Alright, so that is basically just my thoughts on each color and how I've used it and how I felt like which one's more pigmented, which one is more blendable. I hope that it was very helpful for you guys, especially if you are interested in wanting to find these blushes. I think these are I'm not sure if they are permanent, but I'll let you know in the info box all the information and where you can purchase it and how much it is. So definitely check in the info box if you want to learn more about these products. And I hope you guys enjoy this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!